Welcome to this 5-minute presentation on the senior reading class, Scoil Chaitríona Senior, Renmore, Galway. You are welcome to check the school's website that is listed here. If you wish to contact the school, please email seniorreadingclass@renmoreschool.com or phone the number listed here. All posts to be addressed to Senior Reading Class, Scoil Chaitríona Senior, Renmore, Galway. This is a definition of specific learning difficulty, dyslexia, as set down by the Dyslexia Task Force. Specific learning difficulty is a difficulty in the acquisition of basic skills in reading, spelling, and/or writing. These specific difficulties are unexpected in relation to an individual's other abilities and educational experiences. It is typically characterized by inefficient information processing, working memory, rapid naming, and automaticity of basic skills. Specific learning difficulty can also have an impact on organisation, motor skills, and sequencing. Specific learning difficulty affects about 10% of the population, and there is a varying degree of severity. A child of primary school age with specific learning difficulty may have particular and persistent difficulty with reading and spelling, even after receiving intensive special education teaching. Put letters and numbers the wrong way around. Confuse similar looking letters and words, for example, BD, from, form. Omit letters from words or put them in the wrong order. Be unable to pair speech sounds with letters. Have difficulty copying from texts or the board in the classroom. Take longer than average to complete tasks, especially written tasks. Have poor pencil control and awkward handwriting. Have poor concentration. Confuse directions. Have difficulty remembering common sequences such as days of the week, months, tables, alphabet, etc. Surprise you because in other ways he or she is bright and alert. Possible strengths of a child with specific learning difficulty: innovative and lateral thinker, excellent troubleshooter, good problem solver, creative in many different ways, observant, high levels of empathy, excellent big picture thinkers, good at making connections, strong narrative reasoning, three-dimensional thinking. The senior reading class was established in September 1999 in Scoil Chaitríona in Renmore. It caters for children from 3rd to 6th class from Galway City and County. Each child will have been assessed by an educational psychologist who has clearly identified specific learning difficulty or dyslexia, as defined by the Department of Education and Skills, as the primary difficulty of the child. A teacher with experience in special education needs teaches the reading class, which has a ratio of 9 children to 1 teacher. Children can spend 2 years at most in attendance before returning to mainstream education in their own school. All subjects, with the exception of Irish, are taught in the senior reading class. The following is a list of requirements for entry to the senior reading class in Scoil Chaitríona Senior. The educational psychologist has clearly identified specific learning difficulty, as defined by the Department of Education and Skills, as the primary difficulty of the child. A recommendation from a psychologist that a place in the senior reading class would be a suitable placement. The child will have a delay in reading, writing, or spelling, which places him or her at or below the 2nd percentile. The child will be of at least average intelligence with a full-scale IQ greater than 90. The child should have completed 2nd class in primary school prior to entry into the class. The child will not be considered for placement if behaviour or emotional problems are so severe as to be likely to interfere with the effective running of the class. In certain cases, a psychiatric referral may be indicated prior to referrals. Referrals must be accompanied by the following: recent psychological assessment, parental consent form, school report form, continuum of support, including log of actions, all reports from all agencies involved. The admissions committee meets to review the children in the class and to consider all applicants. The closing date for applications and accompanying reports is March 1st prior to entry. A referral does not guarantee a place, as the number of applicants usually is larger than the number of places available in the class. Please contact Senior Reading Class at renmoreschool.com for more information.